Jatoba or Brazilian cherry is the next wood here I'm going to review. It's got a dark, kind of orangish pink hue. It gets its name because it kind of has a cherry-ish type of hue. It's open grained, it's very hard. It's used for flooring, furniture. And my father-in-law's got this in his house on his first floor. The coloring kind of varies from piece to piece, but it takes a stain real well, so you can kind of get the floor, one kind of evenish color. It's really good in high traffic areas because of how dense the wood is. I've seen this used in some guitars for backs and sides since it's incredibly hard. It'll have a bright tap tone, be a very bright sounding instrument. Seen this lots of different lengths and widths, so it's widely available. You're not going to have trouble finding this since it's used for so much flooring. In terms of workability, the wood is very hard and dense. I've got my Makita with the 5/8 inch bit here. Wood comes off hot, bit gets really hot. The wood is very dense. The smell isn't all that great. I know the tree has fruits and people use that for medicines, and people eat the fruit actually as well. The sapwood, there's not a lot of sapwood running through these trees. You'll see a very small amount. That's one of the big differences between American cherry and I think Jatoba. Jatoba's got somewhat of a uniform color throughout. In terms of tap tone, the wood's got a very bright tap. This is actually a pretty good piece. It's got a nice ring. You can hear the wood ring through here. I'll actually be using this for a telly hollow body guitar. I'll be using this as a back to a fully hollow telly. You get a nice bright tone out of this wood once this is done. Overall, Jatoba is an interesting wood. It's very plain in terms of coloring. This is a really even colored board. It's got great straight grain because the tree grows so tall that you can really get some tight packed grain pieces of wood. It's also plantation grown now these days, so you can find it. Like I said, it's available in lots of different lengths and widths, and you'll see this a lot of high-end homes these days. Folks are using this because it's an exotic hardwood. So interesting wood to work with. Used it a couple of times. It is a little bit brittle, so you got to be careful when you're bending. For acoustics, you got to go slow and make sure that it doesn't split on you. But overall, interesting wood. Probably not one of my favorites because there's not a whole lot of coloring or figuring in it, but a very bright sounding Brazilian wood here.